Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm sorry, my bad. Look, I'm gonna be
I would have.
Listen, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, honey. It had me scared for a minute. I said, did they delete my channel? I had to go look at my
Girl, no.
email to see if I had a strike on my channel or something. I said, what the hell?
I knew it was somewhere on when the whole thing went haywire. I said,
Girl.
what the fuck is...
Right, the whole world. I said, what the hell? Anyway, so we're gonna do a quick 30, maybe 40 minutes. I just wanted to come back. I ain't want to leave y'all hanging like that, honey. But I came back to stream y'all because I didn't know what was going on, child. Let me check something real quick, and then we're going. So I'm explaining to Abby because earlier today when Mother went live,
I was confused. I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Now y'all know Abby don't be in the beef sector like that. So y'all know Abby was confused as hell when Mother was talking about this book and this person and that person. She know who the hell. So I'm gonna explain, and so Abby can get right. Like what? A book? Who did what? A book? All right. So let me do this real quick. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. All right. Let me do this. Do this right here.
What the book about? I like books.
So, okay. So the book it's supposed to be, I think, a 4-part novella on the quote unquote beef sector of this side of YouTube. Okay. It was written by someone who does have she does have a channel and everything, you know, on this side of YouTube. She has a channel and everything. And hold on.
But if I don't want to watch it, why would I want to read about it?
Sorry,
that's just me. That's just let me shut up. Go ahead.
Well, you don't watch it. There's a lot of people that watch it and keep up with it. Hey, Life with Lola. Hey, girl, how you doing? It's really me. It's really me. It's us. We're here. Right. So the book starts. Okay. So, okay.
Hey, Joyce.
When T.S. Madison and Kaya had their whole big fallout with the Queen Supreme, with the Queen, back then it was the Queen's Court. What was that, like 2 years ago? There were certain YouTubers that were born out of that beef. They started their channel or they started coming into the quote unquote beef sector around that time. So the book picks up with those YouTubers. And it's one of those like books where they change the names, but the names that they change it to are so ridiculous, and you know exactly who they're talking about based off the name. And she describes the YouTubers, so of course you know who they are based on the description, and of course the descriptions are shady, and they're telling stories. So of course, so the book came out in January. Here's the thing. The book came out in January. It wasn't until yesterday that, for whatever reason, people became aware of this daggone book. Right, Abby yawning already, y'all, because Abby don't give a fuck. Is Abby or is it?
Hey, JD, baby.
Abby?
Yes. I'm here. Are you here? Cat dog.
Is it me or is it Abby, y'all?
Is it me? Is it me?
Uh-oh.
Can you see me?
Oh boy.
Hello?
Is it me or is it Abby?
I don't think it's me.
I can see you now. You're back. Was it? I don't know if it was you or if it was me.
I don't know.
Abby?
I'm right here.
Oh Lord.
What happened? I'm fine. You is not right. Let me text her. You is not right.
Oh, so it's me.
You is not right.
Oh, so it's me.
It's not right.
Oh, so it's me.
It's not right.
Oh, so it's me.
That's what we just trying to talk about this latest book in January. First of all, can it really be called a book if it's only got 45 pages? Because that seems like a pamphlet for me. seems like a pamphlet to me. Well, I can see you now just fine. Can you see me?
Can you see and hear me now?
I can see and hear you now. You fine? And you clear. Wave to the people. Absolutely, you good. You good. We good. We back on track. So about this book that nobody know about till today. What happened there? Though it's been out since May. Clearly no one was reading it. Hey, Face.
January. You're just making it up. January. So I'm almost scared to talk now. Yeah. So for whatever reason, it became known to everyone on yesterday. So of course, everybody's been talking about it ever since, and people who are in the book talking about they gonna sue and just sounding simple because you can't sue.
You lucky somebody even thought enough of your stinking ass to write a book about you, bitch. I'm sorry. Was that a little much? Is that much?
Here comes trouble.
Little becomes much when you put it in the message.
So you already know who it is.
I got. Hey,
so you already know who it is. Well, hello.
Hey, I'm trying to get myself together so they don't be like, yo, this crusty lip bitch talking about us on her.
Come on,
Face. I had to say hi to Face first. Hey, really me. Hey, Abby. But I had to, do what I had. Hey, Jada. Hey, little bro. Hey, everybody in the chat.
Hey, Jaded.
Y'all have to excuse me. I'm a bit hungry because I just got getting bust down about an hour ago. And so
about a week ago. Hey. Yes, come on, bust down, Tatiana.
I was a whole ass bust down. Judge your mama, don't judge me. Give me a
moment. I feel like all of
El Teddy, I'm trying to have that be my testimony this weekend.
So I feel like all the siblings have been getting bust down but me. Is that what's going on? Is everybody but me?
Nope, not I.
Jaded.
I just post. I ain't doing nothing. No. I can't afford to get no corona. I can't.
I can't afford to get no corona.
Corona, Jesus.
What you doing, Jaded? What you doing over here giving us a good shoulder? You giving us some shoulder action.
I'm cooking some chicken, spinach, and corn, but I figured I'd join while I talk to y'all.
Oh. Yeah, come on, dude. We're not gonna be on here long. We're talking about the book, honey. Because Abby don't know nothing. Abby don't know nothing about the books.
I don't know nothing about
the are you gonna be Jaded?
I'm gonna buy it.
Have you read the book?
I'm gonna buy it.
Me too. I'm gonna buy it too. But have you read it? Yeah.
What's it called? Is it on Kindle?
Is it called The Beef Sector, Beefing for Dollars, something like that?
I want to know who's in it.
Well, I know VS is in it. Sean is in it. Tracy's in it. Five Baby's in it. I'm not sure who else.
If I'm not in it, I don't have no need to buy it. I watch these people all the time. What the fuck I need to read about them for?
Well, it's a 4-part series, so you might be in the later parts, El Teddy. It's a 4-part. 4-part.
You know who's not gonna be in it?
Yes,
Oh, it's called The Beef Sector, Beefing for Dollars. It won't let me purchase it. Let me go to my Amazon app and see if it'll let me go to Amazon. Listen, it won't let me purchase it from my Kindle.
Oh, Jay Wilson's in it too.
Child, that'll make it more appealing.
But what's funny?
I was gonna be like, ooh, let me go get
everybody.
Hold on. Beefing for dollars.
Can y'all see me? Oh God.
It's $10 on Kindle. Oh, girl. No, ma'am. Let me be very clear. No, that's okay. I'm good.
We're supporting entrepreneurs.
If you get the membership on my channel, then I'll do it.
You said what? What you say, Elsadie?
If she gets a membership on my channel, then I might be inclined.
Come on, reciprocity. You support me, I support you.
Hello, somebody.
You know, I hang out with y'all long enough. I'm gonna pick up the big words now.
Well, I'm invited to support her only because they tried to dog her. So I'm just doing it to support her.
What Jada did?
What Jada do?
Because I said if I hang out with y'all long enough, I'm gonna pick up the big words. And Jada was like, I'm not doing this, and slowly tiptoed out of this.
So I'm eating my sub.
I love you, Jaden.
I bought this week, y'all. The fat guy in me for my salads and stuff. It's so good. So now I'm putting it on myself. Some of the artichoke. Yes, but I got it from it's a vinaigrette dressing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so good. I got it from Publix, but it's made by Brianna's Home Style.
Listen, I am all about support your friends all 2020. Listen. However, that girl is not my friend, nor are any of those people in the books my friend. So
I wouldn't expect you at all. I mean,
I'm going to get it because I'm going to read it.
Listen,
I'm going to read it too. Yeah. But somebody sat on their channel last night and read the whole book.
Who? How long is the live? Is it
the person that James cussed out today?
Oh, she
Lolo.
Well,
somebody
send me the link so I can.
I missed the whole live.
But isn't that like copyright? Don't they have like big bold letters on the guidelines? Like you can't play somebody's music, read their reproduce, their copywritten work. Like I thought. Isn't that why they do fucking video?
No, but if you claim fair use, and that you can use because you can use bits and portions of people's stuff if it's transformative. If you do something extra, you not just.
But you read the entire book.
But it ain't but 45 pages, so I don't.
The entire literary work.
The whole book is 45 pages. Oh dear God!
The pamphlet is $10.
But is there intellectual property though? Like
that's not a novella at 45 pages. I'm sorry.
That's a novel. You can't even get novella. It's a novel.
Even for a novella, you have to get a certain number of pages. I forgot. The English teacher in me will remember in just a second. But there is a minimum number of pages you must have to be considered a novella. I'm just saying.
If I want a novella, I will turn to Univision.
Otherwise, it's just a short story.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. That's just a short,
Listen, I'm telling you what she called it. I'm not saying that I think it's a novella. I'm telling you what she called it.
No, I wish Eco Man because I be lost in the sauce all the time. You know why? Because I mind the business that pays me, and none of that pays me. So I don't know nothing. Somebody always got to catch me up.
Man. But see, Echo Man, that's what this book is. That's what the book is. It gives you the history. Well, not all the history, but it goes back to when VS first came into the beef sector. It takes you. That's where it starts. It starts from when VS first came onto the beef sector. So it is sort of
Now listen, if I go to this girl's channel and watch this live, can she read, or is she one of those people who read their finger under the words? Because if they
it's in the chat.
What if I say to black the screen?
No, I'm serious because I can't do where you gotta hold your finger under the word in order to read. And she knows she can't read.
She's not doing any political commentary, so she might can read.
Or it could be like that scene in Fame when Leon was reading about the washing machine.
I know Really Be caught that. I know she did.
No, we all did.
Okay, if this is what we finna do, because I still got liquor in my house from the birthday party. There's some Jello shots still in the refrigerator.
She's not doing any political commentary, so she probably can read.
No, we called it.
Wait.
Really Be.
You had to run it past me because I ain't hear you the first time. Oh, I caught it. Listen.
Well, we called it.
Hold on, I'm gonna share this live with somebody. Hold on. Are you pissed? Are you mad? Are you upset?
Wait, I thought y'all said the Lolo chick got ready. She's in the chat. That's not the same Lolo.
I don't think that's
that Lolo. Oh no, not that
Lolo. Yes,
that's what James said. James said he had to make sure it wasn't.
Wait, Miss Hogg says she can read. The book just has grammatical error. Oh,
okay.
Listen. Okay, I got quick story time, right? So this lady from my former church, right? She wrote this book about her husband, who was an elder in the church, and he used to be a pastor of their own church before they moved down here. And she talked about how he got all these women pregnant and all of the shit, all of the dirt that he ever did. She wrote, and first of all, she has I don't know who edited her book, but she has so many grammatical errors. Like, I would take the book around to people and be like, read this shit. I'm so fucking petty.
I mean, Mimi, let's be clear.
She spelled 15 F-I-F.
Mimi, let's be clear. These people do not have the intellectual and mental capacity to handle a true novella or novel about them. First of all, they wouldn't even make it halfway through to even be able to understand what's going on. So you got to expect that that's all. She probably made it that short because she knew that's all most of these people could really process in their brains. Let's just be clear.
Well, it's a 4-part. It's a 4-part series. So that, hey, Scooter Buddha.
Hey, Scooter.
It's a 4-part series.
You want to say hey to the people?
Well, I don't think I'll be making it in any other parts. You don't know. Rita out of Philadelphia might be. She might be in the bushes. Hey, girl.
Maybe not the Bible.
She's in Philadelphia to 215.
Hey, there. How you doing? Hey, G Smith. Me too, G Smith. I can't wait to meet you now.
Is your butt naked? Have you been sitting on the pot?
I don't know. Really, you remember better than I do because you got family up there. I got family up there too. Isn't it the 215?
It's 205. DC is 202. Philly is 215.
That's what I said. 215. Yeah. 215.
Philly is 215.
That's what I'm saying. Philly. That's what she
that's Philly.
Philadelphia. Well,
the baby done took his diaper off. It got nothing to do with me.
He took his diaper off.
Yeah, she's potty training him, and he had a diaper on. And when I held him, then I put my hand on under his rump to support him. There was nothing there. I said, "You should butt naked. Are you getting ready to sit on the pot?" And she's like, "Ma, his diaper not on?" I'm like, "No."
I mean, if it means anything, really, I think we probably got more people on here that are watching the Gentleman's Panel.
Oh shit! The Gentleman's Panel is on tonight.
Oh
damn!
I forgot it was a thing. Look at Jaded. Look at Jaded. I can't stand you.
He's so shady. Hey, Red Pill, how you doing, babe? Yeah, but that's what James was saying. James said that he had to make sure it wasn't his Lolo at first, but no, it's not Life with Lolo. It's not that Lolo.
Because we don't do that.
If there's a different Lolo.
We don't do all that cussing over here.
Oh, we don't? Oh, I gotta know.
No, we don't do all that over here. No.
Oh.
Call somebody a bitch.
Bitch. Oh, sorry. It fell out. It rolled off the tongue. I'm sorry. It just came out.
Well, let me ask y'all this question. Since we all here, let's Kiki and Kaka for a few minutes. Shout out Jay the Nerd.
Wait, before you go there, Really B, can I say how respectful it is?
Why would I have boo-boo on my arm?
Say someone else's coin term we always give them a shout out and say shout out to somebody. There are people that we know that steal phrases from people and act like it's just theirs. I'll tell y'all that behind the scenes.
Oh Lord.
Really?
Oh,
It wasn't me.
After party. I'm sorry if I.
well, we know.
Well,
You know that girl in the shop still. She tried to steal. She's tried to steal cleaning up. I said, how the hell you gonna steal what was created to talk about your bitch ass?
On the ceiling, but everybody knows that's yours.
Right, and I know somebody else that says that too and act like it's theirs.
No, but I know that's yours. And then I also said the Al Gore's internet, but we cleared that one up too.
No, there's somebody else. We'll talk about it backstage.
I know exactly who you talking about.
I don't really be with Dodo. That's why I can't stand her. I cannot stand her. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying. Don't try. Shut up, El Teddy. Shut up.
I missed it.
We don't ever get invited. We don't get invited to the cool party.
Exactly, and that's where the book starts. The book starts when the Queen's Court fell apart. That's where because for my, and I wasn't around then, but I'm still not around because I don't consider myself in the B sector. But that's when BS was in the conscious section.
Who got a new hairdo?
Who got a new hairdo?
Now I feel like I'm compelled to go look and see who's got a new hairdo.
That's the look that they got. That's that after sex look after your hair done got pulled on over and over and over. You know, they take your hair and they wrap around their hand and they pull you back while they pulling you onto the dick. And then it crinkles up your hair a little bit. Some. That's what that look is. You'll know when
you see nobody with a new hairdo. Everybody got the same hair.
I think they talk about the crinkle.
Sure. I don't know. I don't watch this bullshit, so I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Shawana said all this behind the scenes mess so rude. Hey, Tanya.
Shawana said don't click on it. I'm too late. I clicked on it. I ain't see nothing exciting, so I clicked off. They look boring. They just, the way they mouths moving just look like a no thanks, return to sender. I don't want it.
Hey, not the way they mouths moving, guys.
What they talking about?
I don't know. I didn't have the sound on. It wasn't needed for what I was. I don't know what the fuck.
You never seen Kevin Ben Christian's hair like that. Yeah, he did get it done. I don't know how he getting it done. We supposed to be locked down, but whatever.
I just explained to you. You were not paying attention. Just
that child got a hair tie and put that shit in a bun on top of his head with some timbers.
I explained how that hairdo happened and nobody pays attention.
It was crinkled. No, it's crinkled. Hey, Dorian.
I prefer crinkle fries. Moving on.
Anyway, moving on. So here's my question, and I'm gonna steal this from Jaded, because I thought Jaded had a really good live earlier today. If you guys didn't catch the live, go back and look to catch the replay. But
I have to catch the replay, Jaded, because at that time I was putting my own ceiling.
We listen. We get it. Be quiet. We get it. You know that
footprints on the ceiling. Yes.
What you got on that sandwich?
Ham, turkey, cheddar.
I thought I blocked this person. What is happening?
Cucumber.
Oh.
You thought who just gets a random proposition? Well, how much to book you? Book me to what?
All right.
He talks about how much to book me. What? I want to take a picture of your lips.
Damn.
Apparently, you are booked and busy.
I mean, if all he wanted to take pictures of your lips,
no, I don't know that. Nope.
I'm saying, tell him how much you
nope.
Well, let me ask y'all a question.
The fetish
community. If y'all were creating a book on the beef sector, who would be mandatory to be in it? Who would you have in it? Let's go there.
If we had a book about the beef sector, I wouldn't, because I don't.
Okay, we're hypothetical. Hello, because across the bottom of this video says the book about the beef sector.
Are we talking past,
So if I was writing about a book about the beef sector, it would not be about this beef sector. It would be about that beef sector you introduced.
Listen.
When they fighting over
no, ma'am.
Shit.
Listen, Abby,
no, ma'am.
Abby, you know I'll be over there, and you know I'll be over there in the other beef sector, baby. Abby, they get sit down. They don't fuck off. This beef sector is about here. That other beef sector be way up here above the screen.
They be on
I be like
cussing people
they
out.
pull up to people's house. Them motherfuckers, when they say pull up, oh no, they mean pull up. Them
Child, that one I saw where they was like, how you needed your rent paid when you was living in an efficiency and you was I said, oh,
I be like, oh.
I was just stunned. Stunned, I say.
Listen, they will sit there and have an 8-hour drag session on one person.
Oh, one
have a whole 8-hour drag session. I'd be like, oh, go to work, come on, them hoes still on there going in. Oh.
Exactly. Look at me. I'm like, how you gonna wait? Oh, they hit the Jesus. Now they talk about they want their cash apps back for helping the people pay the rent. Like it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing.
Miss Queenie, I'm the same way. That's why I don't really know anything about the beef sector. That's why I don't consider myself in the beef sector, because all I was just watching, videos of TV show reviews. So that's why when I don't even consider myself down, and then you talk about like somebody saying, well, what about the beef sector? Like, again, YouTube has millions and millions of creators on here. So there are a multitude of quote unquote beef sectors. This is just one little square of a huge fucking rectangle. You know what I mean? So that's almost a question I can't answer, Echo Man, because it's so like when we talk about this little corner, well, yeah, this corner has maybe 10 to 15 players in it that people care about, but like El Teddy was saying, he has sent us videos of a whole nother group of people. And then Brianna, remember that time Brianna found like the white beef sector and they was over there, they be over there swatting people and shit. Like, it's a multitude of different layers to this.
There's a couple white beef sectors that don't give me.
If you pay attention to the YouTube beauty space, that's a beef sector all in its own.
Oh yeah, they be on some other stuff over there.
I'd be like this.
I mean,
just commentary on their beefs.
Life with Lolo. It's like I say to my budding writers when they're first learning how to write, and they always say, I don't know how to emote in my writing. I don't know how to make people want to read. I said the easiest emotion to write about is anger. If you write out of hurt, pain, or anger, the writing will flow. So that's the first emotion I make them write to, and then they can find their own voice and their style of writing. Then they can delve into being happy and elated. But people like to hear you be angry.
Shawana, I don't remember. Because I wasn't following all that, so I don't know nothing about when Tasha K and Nikki. I mean, I know they did fall out, but I don't think I was watching any of that.
I thought that was recent. And then she was talking about her pajamas, and like this was like a couple months ago. This is
that's like a while ago.
That's right when I got my pajamas, because everybody kept asking me were they her pajamas, and I was like, no, I didn't get them.
Wait a minute, how the vegan sector gonna be beefing? Get it? The vegan sector.
Listen, them vegans is dead.
If you ain't get no meat, you'll be ready to fight a bitch too.
Say it again.
And the proverbial beef. Baby, you let me go without meat for a little while. And I mean all meat you can think of, dear God.
And we'll be ready to cut a bitch.
Well, I've been going without beef for a long time.
And we are praying that up off of you. We pray you out of that. Hallelujah.
Praise
God. We come to you as humbly as we know how.
Oh, God.
Let her go. Hallelujah. This vocation is waiting on her, Jesus.
EBB Ashanama.
Come on.
El Teddy, Effie is trying to pimp me, just so you know.
First of all,
she ain't wrong. What's the rate we going for?
Listen, just a
wait a minute, Shawana, it's been 10 years?
Wow. No, we're not doing that. That's not of God. That is not of God. That's not sanctioned or ordained by God. Nope.
Wow.
Maybe, I don't know about women, but for men, you ain't going that long without your body.
You said I need some steak.
Okay.
Well, trust me, Ebony is on a mission, y'all. I mean,
Abby, I shot a man. Y'all think I shot somebody?
Abby, you shot somebody?
I don't remember shooting nobody. No. I done shot my shot.
No,
but I ain't shot nobody.
They talking about you speaking in tongues.
Oh, well.
No, that come from Sister Marielle McCracken.
I got good mouth work. I don't know what to do.
Sister Marielle McCracken taught us how to speak in tongue. EBB Ashata.
Yes, robo. When you roll your R's, that's not how you know you have a relationship.
Just a mess.
No comments. Well, my question was going to be this, and Jaden talked about this on his live earlier today. So it appears that last night, once again, Jay Wilson allowed a racist on his platform and allowed him to be in his full racistness. Yes, I made up that word, racistness. How do you guys feel about having racistness? Do you feel like that we should open it up to allow the conversation to try to start a dialogue, to try to build up, or is it like, hell no, get this mug off my channel? Like, what's that?
Down with Karens and Bobbies, all of them. Moving on. Next case.
No, it's Karen and Connor.
Listen, if you want to coon it out on your channel, then so be it. You do what you go. You listen. I don't. I'll
say this. Let me say this. All the time, I say all the time, this is 2020, not 1920. There are so many outlets for racists over there at the Aryan Nation, okay? There are so many avenues with which they can spew their venom. It's not like this is not something we don't know about. It's not like racism is some new phenomenon and we need to be able to recognize it. No, we know what it is. We don't need any more examples of racists, okay? So you let them do all of the racism that they want to do over where they are, and then on over here where we're not racist, we don't feature that kind of stuff. Because when you spew that stuff in the atmosphere, sure, the majority of your channel may be, not with it, but there is the chance that there could be 1, 2, or 1,000 in your chat that may listen to what that person said and take it to heart and start to believe that stuff, and it starts to grow legs, which is why you do not allow someone that is spewing something counter to what you are trying to put out there on your platform. It's idiotic. It doesn't make sense. But that's just me. Excuse me for being level-headed.
Jason.
Hey, the other side of 40. Hey, girl.
Jason, it's so counterproductive. And
Hey, Raphael. How you doing?
I can understand if you want to have a dialogue, but if you bring in somebody on there that that's not what this is going to be. It's just going to be to prance their racist ass for them to say racist shit across the screen in front of your people. I don't care how much about your coin you are. Is it worth your soul? That's all. Like I don't understand. Like, is it like why gain the whole world just to lose your soul?
Ooh.
Like, how far are you willing to go? How far are you willing to go over the almighty dollar? Like,
for the love of money.
Like, we're like.
I'm trying to put together what Face is talking about because Face got all these random comments that I'm trying to piece together and connect dots.
Who got kicked off of Discord? And what's a Chicago house?
I don't know. That's the game that I'm playing in this chat today. Okay.
I feel like the Chicago house folder has something to do with music. I feel like that has something to do with go-go music.
Face is letting us know that he found his Chicago house folder. So the next time we have a happy hour, he's ready because people have been requesting house and he couldn't find his folder. Shawana was saying that it should have been checked and they should have been kicked out. Talking about the racists, it should have been checked at the door and they should have been kicked out.
No, she was talking about how Face said he was kicked off Discord or whatever.
Racists got kicked off of Discord. What? Now that I don't know.
This is what we're doing.
Listen,
famous old school.
Like, is your bag worth, like, black man? Like, Jesus Christ.
But that's the problem. That's the sad part, is that for some people it is worth it. Like, it's for some people. For some people, they don't. It is worth it for them.
I don't care how intelligently you talk to that person. Like, you still gonna be a nigga to him. Like, it doesn't.
And he did drop the end. He did say nigga, and he called Vivian Jennings a bitch. And I'm like, if nothing else, that's your mod. If nothing else, he should have been kicked off at that. Like, well, it shouldn't. For me, in my opinion, it shouldn't have even got to that point. But it damn sure the minute that started happening. You know what I mean? But hey, whatever, child. Whatever.
Eco Man said, who do y'all think will be the first to trademark or copyright the beef sector name? He said Gardini. Well,
not Gardini though.
That nigga's famous for snatching shit that don't belong to him.
He's famous for taking somebody's trademark down. You ain't lying about that, child. You ain't lying about that. Listen. Yeah, I don't know. I just,
for me, it don't sit right in my spirit. It just don't.
Yeah,
it just doesn't.
For me, I can't. I can't. There's just certain things I'm just not willing to do for money. Like, I think we all have our hey Monk Chip, where you been, boo?
Hey Monk Chip. Well, at least you, that individual, will always eat the forbidden apple.
Yeah, I mean, for me, and again, I can't tell somebody else what their level is, but it does make me look at you a different kind of way. I mean, that's like we were saying before with Fi Baby and them, that was cool with Jason just because he was going after Tracy. And it's like, whether you like Tracy or not, nobody gives a damn. But this man is an admitted racist. But because he now has beef with somebody you have beef with, you're going to forget the fact that they're a racist. You're going to forget the fact that they've worn a swastika and they're proud about their racism, and you're going to forget about all that just because they don't like somebody that you don't like. Mind you, At the end of the day, ain't none of y'all ever met Tracy in real life. At the end of the day, y'all don't know nothing about this woman, but you are willing to side with a person who is cool with the deepest, darkest part of your history. You're willing to side with him, not just your history, but he's wearing swastikas, which means, he down with the Holocaust and all that other stuff, just because you don't like Tracy, a woman you've never met before, who at the end of the day, yeah, it's all good to laugh and joke and shade or whatever, but at the end of the day, you don't know that woman. But you know what this man would do if he ever caught you by yourself in a dark alley. You know how he feel about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't. I can't. Jay Wilson doesn't have the integrity, and neither does Fi Bum. I even fell for their tricks back in the day. Just showing love. I'm always in the bush. Well, thank you for the love, and I appreciate you being in the bushes. And honestly, I feel the same way about, and I've been honest about that. I had a members only chat, and one of the questions that they asked, I let them do 20 questions, and one of the questions that they asked me was, "Who's the one content creator that you regret supporting?" And without hesitation, it was 5A. And I'm not, I've been honest about that, that I used to support 5A. I used to be in her chat. I've even super chatted her. But, when you know better, you do better. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one of them people that's going to sit in the chat knowing that she lying, knowing that she on some bullshit. And I'm still all in the chat talking about some, yeah, girl, get him, girl. Knowing she on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, child. Whatever.
I thank the Lord I steered clear of
I don't even say.
I don't even think I would have. I don't ever think, like, I have spent maybe a total of an hour, like 10 minutes here. Like, that's the most I can give her, because something about it's just my spirit.
Really, you already know where I'm at with her, so we ain't gonna even go down that road.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, I know.
Fire crotch.
Hey, Dad, how you doing? But yeah, as far as the book, so that's why I was just gonna give you this little background, Ed, because you were confused earlier, and I said, let's talk about this book, and everybody else talking about the book. Let's talk about the book. But no, earlier today, it was funny because Bless Watkins had a live today, and the Lolo girl, not like with Lolo, but the Lolo girl who read the book on her channel, she came on there to defend herself because everybody was saying, Sean Bradley told her to do it. And everybody was like, Sean was pissed off about the book because, of course, he's in the book and he's not painted in the best light because the person who wrote the book used to rock with Sean and then they fell out. So, of course, the book is going to be shady towards Sean. It was shady towards certain people. So he's pissed off about the book and he ranting and raving. And he going to tell one of his people, you should go over to your channel and read the book. You have such a beautiful voice. And so the chat was trying to basically let her know, you got set up, right? Because you done went onto your channel and read this child's book, regardless of whether people like it or not, say it's a pamphlet, say it has grammatical errors, whatever. It is a book with an ESBN number that you can buy off of Amazon. And you sat on your channel and read it from cover to cover.
Well, and this is to help some people out. I mean, if we're just being
Kool-Aid Lisa, how y'all doing?
If we're just being honest, I ain't got to even go back 2 years. I can go back a year ago and tell you what's happened in the quote unquote beef sector over the last year. And you'll be like, yeah, this is some shit out of a novel. If we go back a year ago, Tracy and Jay Wilson was like this.
Yeah, that was cool.
Fire Crotch couldn't even get 100 people in her chat a year ago.
Exactly. That's facts. That is facts.
Let's just be honest. There was no gentleman's panel a year ago. Nobody was on StreamYard 1 year ago.
Well, yeah. People on StreamYard. Not like it is now.
In May.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember StreamYard, people on StreamYard in May.
Rita, matter of fact, the first person I ever saw on StreamYard was Rita, because I was like, what is that? Because I would see her highlighting comments and stuff like that. And I was like, what is that? She's the first person.
I thought it was during the summer. You might be right. I thought it was during the summer. Anyway, you know who some of the biggest people was that used to get 500, 600? Rita. Rita, the baddest roaster a year ago, used to average 700.
She sure did. That's when I first saw that's when I first started seeing, like I said, I'm not saying she was the first person to use it. She's the first person that I saw. And it was I ain't gonna say it was May. Yeah, it was.
What I'm saying is I thought it was during the summer. You're probably right. You're probably right.
Yeah. But yeah, Rita used to have them big chats like that. You were absolutely correct.
BS, of course.
BS was like that.
There was no Mess Express a year ago. No Mess Express a year ago.
Matter of fact, it started off with Grand Central Station with Neptarian, Joyce, and Billie Jean, and somebody else.
And the other chick, the African, isn't she African or something?
I don't know.
I can't think of her name, but I know who she talking about. She real dark skin. She's a lesbian. I can't think of her name, but it was the four of them. And that didn't come until the summer. Now I know that didn't come during the summer. I remember vividly because I know
that happened early, but it happened because they didn't last that long. Like they
right. What I'm saying is that
Google Hangouts was still around last year.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Kay, how you doing?
Dazzle Vic, that's who it is. Thank you, Kay Chanel.
Dazzle, yep. Hey Des, hey baby.
I mean, the beef sector that you know was total. James was making videos highlighting and spotlighting Fire Crotch.
He sure did.
We go, and that's only a year ago. QB didn't even really have a channel. I was watching QB, but it was like 5 of us on QB's channel. QB never even showed his face. He used to only do lives with his PlayStation. And you would see him playing video games, but talking over the video games.
I never just I didn't know nothing about QB until like August.
And he was in Jay Wilson's chat.
I didn't watch Jay Wilson back then. I didn't. Mm-hmm. I didn't watch Jay Wilson. Well, I ain't gonna go there, but I didn't watch Jay Wilson back then. You know, when I started watching Jay Wilson, I didn't start watching Jay Wilson until him and Tracy fell out, and I thought that shit was funny. And I was watching it because it was like he would go live, and then she would go live to rebut him, and then he would go live to rebut her, and then she would go. I was watching because the shit was hilarious. But before that, I didn't used to watch. I really didn't watch either one of them before that.
Famous Creole. But I'm saying, if I could go back further than a year, but if I could only go a year, it's so many things happen in the span of that year.
Yeah.
That is unimaginable. So you can't help. I ain't even going back as far as the Kaya T.S. Madison thing. I'm just going back on year.
Yeah.
And you would be amazed at the shift in where the beef sector is now. Remember back then, Wiley was still TSCC with VS.
Yeah, he was, because Wiley didn't fall out with VS until after they got back from Labor Day.
From DC.
I mean 4th of July, from 4th of July, because they were still tight. They didn't fall out until after 4th of July. So yeah, you were right.
After the DC gate.
That was 4th of July weekend. DC gate was 4th of July weekend. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
And so so many things have happened in the span of a year that you could take a single part of it and make a whole novella if you wanted to about it.
Yeah, she is still. I don't know what. I haven't read the book, so I don't know where the book ended. But she said it's gonna be a 4-part series, so maybe her book ended.
Remember,
I don't know where the book ended.
It wasn't a year ago. It was back in March of last year. When what's her name? Faked her own suicide. What's the chick name?
Mona. It was April 1st because she did it for April Fools. She said it was an April Fools.
I remember Jay Wilson was like out on his cruise for his birthday or something like that.
Yeah, he went on a cruise.
He was praying for her. Mona Simone. Yep, it sure was Mona Simone. And she
now that I remember. Like
the suicide and shit. That was March or April 1st, you said.
It was April 1st because
it was April 1st because everybody was saying it was the April Fool's Day joke and it wasn't. And
she was really big in the beef sector then.
Right. And see, I didn't know who she was. I didn't know who she was until April 1st. Because I didn't really watch these people.
I only knew who she was because she was involved with that Cardi B, with that girl who got up there and was lying about
that's right,
her roommate and stuff. Yeah. That's the only reason why I knew.
S. Hutchinson was huge back then.
I used to watch S. Hutchinson because she used to do videos. Like she used to have YouTube school, and she would do videos to help people who were starting off their channel. And I used to watch her videos religiously because she helped me how to lie. I ain't gonna lie. I watched a lot of her videos, and I used a lot of her tips. I ain't even gonna lie. Didn't she scam that guy out of a lot of money? See, I don't know. Did she?
She did. So I remember that as well. That was an issue that she had taken somebody's money. Yeah. And the man came on and did a whole video about how he took her money.
Hold on. Hold Hold on, ho.
Yeah.
I can't let that. I know that guy. She didn't scam money from him. I know that for a fact.
Oh, okay.
And I'm also the other guy that they said I gave $2,400 to. I never did. I was never homeless. I was never on the street. I never lived in a cardboard box. I was never destitute. And it was all because of that shit going on with that individual.
Oh, okay.
See what I'm saying? And this is over a year ago. So I can see a book being written, fiction or nonfiction, because the shit that we see in the beef sector, this quote unquote beef sector.
The reality is, it's a great story. It's a great story to tell. Like, it's so much shit. Like, when I tell people who don't know nothing about this, some of the stories, they be like, "Are you serious?" Yeah.
Listen, I live in the neighborhood and I still don't know what the fuck is going on here.
It be so much.
I live in the neighborhood.
Child, what? You know why? Because I stay the fuck in my house and my business.
Right. Call-ins were the big thing. Because now Sean was the one that started making call-ins popular. Sean, I will give him credit for that. He started doing call-ins on his channel. He was one of the, I ain't gonna say he was the first, but he made it popular in this little, because that's actually, in my opinion, that's what fucked his channel up. Call-ins is what fucked Sean's channel up. So
But
he would let people call in.
That happened with QB because I had
It's the same thing that happened with QB. It's the
I
same
had a
thing
conversation with QB, and I said, QB, those call-ins, that's gonna fuck you up. Because if you don't get behind it, now you gonna have people call in, that's fine. But when they go sideways and they start talking about people, and you don't come back after them and say, well, no, that ain't it what it is, or you don't stop them from going in on people, then people gonna come to you because that's your channel. And you let them on there and they're gonna say you're responsible.
And that's what James was saying earlier on his live. That's it, glorified operator. That's what James was saying on his live earlier. People don't understand that you know, the dude that we used to rock with, that's what we couldn't get through his head was, you might not be the person saying it, but if you are in the amen section and you are allowing it to happen and you're not either separating yourself from it or you're not speaking on it, then people are going to assume that you agree with it, period. So when you have call-ins and people start cussing out somebody that you cool with, but you let them go and you think it's funny and you sitting there laughing, and that's why when James said that QB was the next Sean Bradley, people took it way left, talking about, oh, he's not no like all that other stuff that people used to say about Sean Bradley, but that's not what James meant. What James was saying was exactly what ended up happening. Was the same way Sean used to let people call in and do that, and it started alienating people and pissing people off, is the same thing QB's going to do with his channel. That's what James was trying to say. Of course, QB took it way left and got real offended by it, but that's what he was saying.
Well, Echo Man, let me help you as a man of metaphor instruction.
Oh, God.
Let me explain the metaphor. You kind of think of YouTube as a city, okay? Think of it as a city. Cities have neighborhoods, different little segments or sections of that particular city. In this city that is YouTube, Echo Man, there is a neighborhood where this beef sector resides. Now, it's kind of hood. It ain't kind of hood, it's real hood, real urban, real alley, okay? And what happens in the hood in urban areas, people like to get in the middle of the street and do what? They fight. Now, the people with a little bit of sense and stuff that they never moved out of that neighborhood, they sit on their porch and just watch the fight from their porch, be like, keep it on over there. Don't come over here in my yard. Don't come over here by my fence. Don't keep it out there in the streets. Because that is beneath me, and I'm not fighting, and my kids and my family don't have all that carrying on. Now, every night, that's what happens over here. People be fighting and carrying on, windmilling. Every now and again, somebody will throw a rock, and that rock gonna bust a hole in your window. And now you got to come off outside your door, look from your porch and say, who the fuck threw this rock? And when you see the bitch with a handful of rocks in their hand, That's when you come off the porch and say, "Oh, bitch, you sit for me," and now you out in the middle of the streets windmilling. Okay, before you know it, you minding your own business in your own damn house, and the bitch threw a rock and it broke your window, and now you got to come to the porch and look and see, oh, bitch, you sit for me, and you come outside, and now you in the middle of the streets windmilling, just like the rest of them. But the difference is, some of us can go out there, windmill, 2 to the head, 3 to the body, and then get back on our goddamn porch and say, I ain't being bothered. Other people, you think their asses are home because they stay in the streets. They stay out in the streets. Women, you know how your mama used to say, get out them streets. Only dirty, bad people stay in the streets. And that's what you got going on. Some of these people, they relish in the street. They might as well be homeless because all you see them doing is street walking. They're going from street to street, looking to see what kind of mess is going on. And inevitably, they end the mess. And they end up windmilling. Okay, so hopefully, Echo Man, that was a good explanation of the matter.
You're gonna have to come up to my porch and ring the doorbell and ask for me specifically.
No. When they throw that rock and they break your window, trust me, you coming out the house and go check and see.
I'm probably swinging on everybody as soon as I see that. Y'all know I had to do it.
You coming right out the house and swinging for everybody. Don't care who you did.
Right. And see, Echo, as for us and the Treasure kids down here on Treasure Lane, we play around on the porch, but very seldom do we come off the porch. Now we play around on the porch. We don't come off the porch that often. We got shady ass Jaded who be in his room playing video games. You see, that's what he's doing right now. He be in his room playing his video games, minding his business, but he's shady as fuck. You got to keep your eye on Jaded because he's shady as hell. Okay,
I'll be in my room with Joyce.
You be quiet. We got the bratty ass little brother who always sneaking boys in his room, but always get us in trouble because of his mouth. Okay, because of his mouth. All right.
The same just gave a great explanation here.
You said your mouth was so much bigger.
But mama let him get away with a lot of shit because he's smart. So he get away with stuff because he always been bringing home them straight A's on his report card. But he really is the worst one out the 4. Okay. Then you have me, the sweet innocent one.
Oh, we lying today. Okay. Well, all right.
Then you have the big sister Abby who keep us all in check and who really don't have. Wait a minute. Who really don't have energy? Who really does not have the energy nor the inclination to deal with any of this bullshit. She'll just cut, and she really don't want to do no whole lot. Abby is the sister that says, "Don't call me till y'all ready to fight." Like I'm not doing no bunch of talking. I'm not. Just call me when you're ready to fight. Okay, that's it. My brother used to say that to me because my brother, my brother was heavy. My brother was like, he was a heavy dude. My brother used to tell me all the time. He was like, look, don't call me unless you mean it, because I'm too old. He said, I'm too big to be fighting. So don't call me unless you mean it. And you can read between the lines.
Remind her, Monk Chip, let the record reflect.
Can we talk about how you spent half a second on yourself? I had 5 minutes soliloquies on each one of us, knowing that you are the one who are in the streets more than the rest of us. Knowing yes, you
crashing helicopters and everything.
Yes, God. Yes,
the Lord. Whole book that levitates, sir.
You crashed a whole helicopter, really? You crashed a whole fucking helicopter.
I did not crash a helicopter.
You crashed a whole fucking helicopter, bitch. What you mean? What you mean? The one time I made a video about anybody, I was so nice to that young man. You
were so nice. You were so nice.
Tell him, right, don't call me. Let's call me. Listen, unless we finna bust these bitches in the mouth, don't call me.
Yes. Yeah, I know not to call Abby unless she mean it. Like, yeah, I know. El Teddy is the person that I call when we ready to scrap. I'm gonna call Abby. I'm gonna call when we're ready to finish it. You see what I'm saying?
I'm right here. I'm always here for the fight. Are we fighting or who we fighting? Let's go.
Right. And I feel like Jaded, and I really feel like Jaded is the quiet assassin. Like, I feel like Jaded is the person that when he finally gets there, it's over. Like, you're not gonna be. on LSD. Like you're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna be able to
windmilling. We be out there windmilling. Jada is the little brother that while we out there whooping ass, he's tagging them in the back and in the kidneys. We fight them in the front. Jada get them kidney blows, and then when they stretched out on the floor, we done whoop their ass. Jada's gonna come and then just kick them in the ribs a couple times. That's what you get, bitch. Take your ass over here, fuck nigga. What?
And y'all do know that our mama hood is shit too, right? You do know that you don't want mother to show up.
Oh, mother stay in the street.
Mother stay in the street. Mother gonna meet your ass there before it even get started. So I don't even know.
I want us to call mother.
We be on the porch. Mother have her
wishing a nigga would
on the outside of the gate, watching her house. Like, bitch, what? I'm outside my gate waiting for you motherfuckers to come through, cause I will fuck you up. And we be right back there like this.
They still giving Really B's resume. Let the record reflect. Rebel son got his ass handed to him. I couldn't even get a word in edgewise. I just sat there looking pretty in my green eyeshadow.
Let the record reflect. Really B has probably drugged people more in YouTube.
That's not true. I refuse
really to accept that. They probably drugged more people than I have. I'll let the chat answer.
Listen, I'm saying, Really B, you crashed the whole helicopter. I'm just gonna keep saying
it.
You can ask the chat. It's your chat. I'll let you.
Oh, I love you.
Oh Lord, not the rap snacks, God.
Oh dear God. Damn rap.
Thank you so much.
Right, Monk Chip. Jada B done read you down to your eyeballs, and you're not gonna know until you get off in 5 minutes. And 5 minutes after you click off, you're gonna be like, "Did this motherfucker?"
I was trying to wait for Nisi to wake up so she could go get the trash can, bring the trash can around. You know, that's what she good for. She got them young legs. That's what they good for. But she sleep, child. I already told you how she get when she go to sleep now. She could be asleep till tomorrow this time if she don't get hungry.
We have a whole conversation.
Hey, Miss Pat.
But see, Face. But see, Face. If you started
the channel,
you would be like in the music section.
You would be over the section with me.
Face.
Involved in the foolishness.
Face. The thing about it is,
Auntie Nika. Yeah, Auntie Nika.
Don't go over to Auntie Nika house with your fuck shit. She gonna tell you to get gone now.
She keep her Glock 40 in her purse, ready. You up, okay? But
Face, you ain't lying. Hey, what's up, Scotty?
You don't have nothing to worry about, Face, because if somebody came for you, you could just sit back, because we will be out in these streets windmilling. You hear me now?
It's nephew.
Face, if they tried to catch, we would be out here windmilling.
He said, "Why Romeo look like Wiley on them rap snacks?"
He do, but he do. That do look like that face that be on the side of Wiley look up.
Oh dear God. Oh my God. Why would you allow? Oh, shit.
I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not doing this with y'all.
Wait, hold it up again. Hold it up again. Oh, make yourself big and hold it up again. Oh.
What? Yeah, I'm. You great? What happened with my drink?
Oh God!
Oh,
dear God. Hey, Scotty.
Hey, Scotty.
Oh God. Hey, Scotty. Right, It's Me D came out of nowhere with that one. Okay.
No, don't go back in the bushes, D. Don't go back in the bushes. You ain't gonna listen. You can't get too jazzy with us because our nephews be in the chat ready to snipe a bitch at any second.
And they will.
Don't try to.
Nephew, Foy. Where's Foy?
I talked to Foy. Foy be working a lot now.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
New job. He be working.
I knew I hadn't seen him in a while.
Yeah,
listen.
No, I talked to Foy.
Where's the cat's meow? Because I'm finna cuss him.
That really? I don't know. That I
can't. Don't be bringing up old stuff. Listen. Y'all gonna stop bringing up this old shit, okay?
But you bring up my old stuff.
The old book that levitates.
But you bring up my old stuff. When's the last time the book even been out? Thank you. That long? How long?
When was the last time I drugged somebody?
Like a week ago.
That's not true.
You crashed a whole chopper last month. I don't understand. Sis,
Right.
what you mean? Sister, what you mean? I love you. No, ma'am.
Scooter Boot, listen, you hear him in the background. Scooter Boot said that's not true.
Scooter Boop is on the pot and he's exhausted. And his mama is making him sit there for another 10 minutes before she let him go to bed. Get a bath and go to bed. So
Miss Creole, Miss Creole? Really?
Dez, listen, Dez is another assassin who gonna come out of the bushes and you ain't gonna know until somebody fall down over there.
Yeah, Dez is a sniper. He be hitting them. I be like, what? Yeah, he be hitting them reeds, and you'll be like, what?
I be watching Dez in Brianna's chat, sniping away. I be like, oh, I be in the bushes. I don't say nothing. I just be way in the bushes, and I see Dez, and I be over here, because Dez be over there.
Dez be cracking me all the way up. Do you hear me? All the way up. Now listen, JD, where did you go?
He eating, I think.
I don't know where he went, because because I ain't gonna be on here. I gotta eat my dinner, but I want to see Mischief before I go. I did not. Did I drag? I dragged Chop about all 99 of his team. I did.
We were there. We was like,
I did. You did. I have Natalia. I have. They are cutting up on the channel. That girl last night, I would have gotten thrown off because let me tell you how badly I'd have whooped her ass when she threw them oodles and noodles at Anissa's head.
Who? Where?
The challenge, the TV show, the challenge that me and Natalia.
Okay.
Girl.
Okay. That ain't got nothing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, baby.
Okay, baby. You okay? Okay. Go ahead. Bye, boo. I'm about to get off here anyway. Oh, I think Pat done locked herself out.
Oh, Lord.
Coming.
Y'all, I was going to record some videos this evening. And then now I'm tired. So I'm just going to take these.
I got one video to do. I am going to do that video. I still
got to do A Different World.
You know what? I got to do 4 nights.
Yeah.
I had to do a Prison Wives Club, A Different World, and Camp Getaway.
I want to see the Prison Wives Club.
I'll do them tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll do them tomorrow after my live. To kill some time while waiting for my brother to get off work. And I'm going to go over to his house and harass him.
Okay. Well, tell brother we said what's up.
Hey, Regina.
I already told him he better have a chicken salad and my cookies, my nigga.
Oh, the finale comes on tonight of How to Get Away with Murder. That's tonight.
I think he frozen, really be. I think he's frozen. You're going to have to take him off. I think Jaded is frozen. You're going to have to take him off.
Okay. Hold on. Let me take him down. All right.
Can I take it down? I really want to take it down.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm caught away, so yeah, I'm caught up. Okay, that.
What time is How to Get Away with Murder? 10?
I think so. I think it comes on at 10. I don't know. I don't watch it. So.
Look, Joyce already bullying me. You know they have a name for people like you, Joyce. They call them bullies. Joyce.
She asked one little question and now she a bully.
No, you don't know. If I don't put the 4 Life review up, Joyce will be in my comments for all my videos said, where's your review for 4 Life? Where's your 4 Life review? Joyce be bullying me.
Thank you.
I'll be like,
okay, can y'all see me now? Hear me now? I'm back.
Yes. Okay. You good.
No, I was saying I'm caught up on How to Get Away with Murder, so I can't wait for that.
It's at 10, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Listen, I was saying the same thing. I was saying the same thing, Natalia. I was waiting for Anissa to wail on her. She really has been. Well, whoever her therapist is, they just
earn all their money.
Because when she didn't whoop that girl's ass, I was like, ooh. Because the oldest.
Can y'all explain to me why I'm the only one who doesn't like Randall? I don't like her.
I don't like her either.
Who said they don't like her?
You said you liked her, really, B, when we spoke.
I never said I like Randall. I don't like Randall.
First of all, Randall lost me when she brought her motherfucking parents. And
no,
girl,
she
bitch,
me.
No,
she lost me when she was crying, and her mama was like, "Well, I'm coming to get you now." I was like, "What?" I'm like, "She leaves tomorrow. You great drive."
Listen, if she was my kid and I'm that overprotective and she got a broke foot, I wouldn't have allowed her to go in the first place. No, you can't go. Because clearly her parents can tell her what the fuck to and not to do. So I wouldn't have allowed her to go in the first place. And then she talk about, well, they just gonna have to give you a cart and let you ride around. Bitch, so nobody care about her broke foot. This is a volunteer position. Go sit your ass down somewhere. Shit.
A mess.
First of all, I'm a grown ass person with a grown ass job. Why the fuck am I going to play camp counselor on the money? What the fuck is y'all paying them people for them to work a full-time job all week and then go play camp counselor on the week? I wish with a bunch of drunk folks.
All I need them to do is bring back my girls. No, all I need them to do is bring back Niles' two friends, Gabriel and Nazir. Or not Nazir, Samir and Gabriel. That's all I need. Y'all saw my thumbnail. You saw my thumbnail. Y'all know they could be on for 2.5 seconds and I will find a way to get them on my thumbnail.
First of all, that Trip guy, girl,
he just dirty.
He gave me pedophile. Like no, girl, no, and Neely's stupid ass, bitch. I know better. He dick must do backflips and trips because there is no way.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second, Natalia, for real? I didn't know that. Anissa used to do ballroom. Get out of here. I did not know that. Okay. Well, yeah, we're talking about Camp Getaway, Shawana. We're talking about Camp Getaway, the people on Camp Getaway. Listen, Trip, they lost him in the woods in 1964, and they found him last week. He is a flower child left over from
those same clothes and has not taken a bath yet.
And he ain't had no shoes on. What's up with the Scooby-Doo wig? Like, what are we doing with ourselves, Trip?
Like Neely, you don't have no better standards than that, girl. You let that one ghost you, and then you giggling in his fucking face 4 months later. Child, I wish the fuck I would have treated that nigga like he was dead and act like I didn't even see him. I don't. And he'd talk to me. I'd have been like, talk to me on Tuesday, because that's the day I talk to hoes. Nope, get out of my face.
Not that's the way I talk to her.
Miss Creole, when will I go live again?
Tell me when
will I go live again?
I was gonna sing the actual song, but you know that takeover spirit over there. She just won't let me have nothing.
My bad.
She won't let me have nothing.
You're right. Listen.
I'm going to have a Saturday. I can't promise you it'll be Saturday morning because I might still be sleeping. But it'll be sometime on Saturday because I'm off Saturday. And I'll be live quite a bit next week because I'll be off next week. So I'll be live quite a bit.
What we do, Shawana? What we do? I'll be stupid though.
But you know what? And I'm gonna say this, Natalia, but I can see it because Anissa is gorgeous. I think Anissa is gorgeous.
Yeah, face. Tuesdays are my trouble days because that's the days I talk to hoes.
Oh. El Teddy, I'm going to shut this down, but when we get backstage, I'm gonna tell you, Ebby and I came up with our calendar, to tell you what day you need to keep your day clear.
Okay.
All right, you guys, I'm going to shut this down because I gotta go eat my dinner and get ready for How to Get Away with Murder and all that good stuff. Thank y'all for coming through. Thank y'all. Oh, once again, thank you everybody, everyone who has purchased a candle. Thank you so much.
Hold on, mine right here.
Those of you who have purchased a candle, right there. I'll put the website in the chat, so if you guys want to purchase a candle, you still can. They're still available.
I don't got no fire. My Aunt Sadie is cooking. Well,
I'm still not understanding why you don't have no fire in your house. Yours came today, Danny. Oh, you guys, and listen, you guys, if you are not subscribed to Danny, y'all go and subscribe to Danny. She's gonna be doing an unboxing, and she does a lot of unboxings and makeup and stuff like that on her channel. She's gonna be doing other stuff, but go check her out. If you're not, go subscribe. Y'all go. Danny, you can't click on people's name anymore, but type your but you see Danny in the chat. Danny J has goals 2020. Y'all go and subscribe. That's my little sister. But lightingjoy.com is the website. Just go to the candles, and if you under the candle section, you'll see Really Be TV. If you are a member, make sure to check the community wall to find the discount code. Okay. Thank you guys so much for you guys, because y'all are showing up and showing out. I appreciate all those who have purchased candles. That's what they look like. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we have not abandoned you guys on the Teacher Project 2.0. El Teddy's schedule has changed. It's been a lot going on. So we are going to regroup, and we will start putting content back out really soon. We just have to kind of regroup everything. El Teddy has to readjust to his new working schedule. And then we have to, I'm trying to line up some interviews with different people who, some principals and different people adjusting during this whole time of being at home and being locked down, and resources and stuff like that. So we're readjusting.
So here's my question. I have a Teacher 2.0 question. Since the
What's
Teacher
good?
2.0 people.
What's
so
good?
Do you think?
No.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
If there is a second wave, do you think they are going to reopen schools? Because right now they're talking about reopening North Carolina schools early, like earlier in August than normal, to try and compensate for schools getting out so early this year.
I can't speak for every state across the fruited plains, but what I can say is I think that there's some school districts that are planning that, but I don't think that's going to actually happen. I know here the rumors here, and again, I've been privy to some inside conversations in my school district, and the rumors here is that we're not going back into the building until January, that we're going to still be virtual learning. They're trying, and when they do go back, it'll be done in phases. They're going to start with the elementary school kids, because they're the ones that really need to be in class, and the high school will be the last ones because they can handle it better. The mindset is that they can handle it better.
Aren't the little children the more susceptible to getting?
Well, they're going to
excuse me.
In terms of the virtual learning, because they
right. And the populations of the elementary schools are generally depends on school districts, but so again, I think
about to answer. Well, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I think that might be the because that was the conversation they were having here too. Was we're gonna go back earlier to and now they're saying the exact opposite. So I don't know.
Lord, right, Jonathan. Because here in North Carolina, they talk about August 17th, which is North Carolina goes back before Labor Day, which I think is stupid, but okay. But they try to push it earlier in August, I guess, to offset or compensate for this past year. But if we're in the middle by August, if we're in the middle of a second wave, because I feel like that's what's going to be our testimony come that time of year.
What were you gonna say, Teddy?
The thing about it is that's not most school districts, and I've spoken with several school districts from several states. And most school districts, their first concern is you got to remember it's a school district. So when you're dealing with children, you got to deal with liabilities. So they're dealing with the COVID-19 first before they, and so with the, they're taking the lead from their own state in terms of the disease control centers within their states, or the, whatever they call it in your state. I know in Florida is UCF, not UCF. what children and family department, DCF, there we go, Department of Children and Families, HR, all the different entities that have information with regard to medically whether or not there is going to be a second wave. So most school districts that I have talked to are saying, and I will be honest with you, it is airing on the blue versus red, but most school districts are saying that they are not making any promises about when they're going to go back, simply because they are anticipating a second wave, and it would be worse for them to restart only to have to come back out again. After a month or so, or even after 2 months, like it would be. And so now that some of the students, even the elementary, are getting more acclimated to it, they are planning on doing that. But what I have heard is those that even in some of the blue states, those that do want to go back earlier, it is going to be online. It will not be students in buildings, simply because they don't want to have to go through that again. Not that they won't ever be back, but that now also, and this is the last thing I'm going to say, if you have a child that is supposed to be entering kindergarten, you really need to be reaching out or even pre-K, or Head Start, pre-K, whatever programs you have in your respective areas. You definitely, now is the time to start monitoring and getting points of contact. They're not going to be able to give you answers yet, but get points of contact, because that's a whole different ballgame when you're first entering and registering a child for school. And if children are not going to be starting school at the regular time, or if it's going to be virtual, the registration process is going to be remarkably different than it would normally be. So if you got a child that's supposed to start Head Start or pre-K,
beginnings, or any of that,
or kindergarten, you definitely need to reach out to your school districts. Make a point of contact now. They may be able to give you some preliminary information, but they probably will follow that up by saying none of this is etched in stone and all of it is subject to change. So you need to have that point of contact so that you know who to reach out to in late June, and then again in late July. You hit them twice. You hit them in late June, see what the update is. Most school districts around the country in their fiscal year, June 30th. June 30th is the end of the fiscal year for most school districts. So if you talk to a school district after 4th of July, they will have much more information for you with regard to what's going to go. But I'm going to caution you, wait until the end of July. That way their school boards can have had a chance to have their meetings and make some decisions. School site changes with administrations and things like that would have already happened. So late June, and then again, definitely late July, so that you can get updated information. I know I was just long there, but I wanted to say that part with the early kids, the kindergarten, pre-K, and Head Start.
Yeah. Yep. All right, you guys. So yeah, see, that's why we need to come back. We see y'all got questions, but we'll be back. Well, my nephew goes back to my nephew's supposed to be going to pre-K, Joyce, and so we've been, dealing with that, on our end as well. So, all right, you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. I will talk to you later. Peace.
So I can take these last.